Welcome back. This fall, you may be one of millions of Americans here for all things pumpkin flavored. The trick, though, is to not overdo it with too many sweets. So the recipe developer who first brought us some peach empanadas is now back with a healthy version of pumpkin bread. Ciji Castro of Domestic Gourmet is here with us in the kitchen. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me. This is a lot of fun.
I know. It's fun because we get the fall flavors as opposed to some of the things that you brought for us last time.
Yes.
And you're making this healthy. How so?
I love, my favorite parenting hack is squeezing in or sneaking in superfoods wherever I can without the kids necessarily noticing.
I like that. So we won't notice this in the flavor. It's not going to change up too much.
It's not. If anything, chia seeds might add a little bit of crunch, but it's so like inconspicuous that kids don't notice.
Okay, and I like that most of your recipes are pretty easy. So are we starting off with just some butter here, right?
Yes, we have some butter, so you're going to put in the sugar.
Okay, this is
brown
brown sugar?
Yeah. Yep, just dump it in. Now this recipe is kind of a doubled recipe, and the reason why I brought this recipe is because the holidays are coming and the quartet pan makes 4 bun cakes.
Nice.
Otherwise, you're just going to close that and turn it on.
You know, I've never actually used one of these. How do
really?
you turn it
Okay,
on?
so lock it so it doesn't go everywhere.
Yeah,
and then on this side, you're just going to turn it like a couple notches. There you go.
Our
we're going full blast.
Producer Deanna's going to be so proud of me. I know how to work one of these thingy things now.
Now you're going to want to lower the speed a little when you add the eggs, otherwise you're going to be wearing them.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So is that good? Yeah.
Yeah. So
And then
now you just
unlock and then lift, right?
Yeah.
Do I do my unlock?
And then you
Pro
just
status right there, y'all.
throw in the eggs.
Okay. Just 2 eggs. That's all you need for
That's
this?
it.
Okay. And then just boom.
Turn it on.
Lock.
Yep.
And lower speed.
Now while that's mixing, these are all the spices. You've got nutmeg, cinnamon, cloves, some baking soda, and then I have like a 1/4 cup of ground flaxseed and a 1/2 cup of chia seeds.
Okay.
And so you're going to whisk that into the flour. That's 3 cups of flour.
What exactly are the chia seeds good for? Do you know?
You know, it's all good for digestive health, regularity.
Right.
Same thing with the flaxseed. And they're loaded with protein too.
That's right. Good stuff.
Antioxidants. It's all good for you. So, you know, sometimes when it's hard to get out the door, this is a good breakfast on the go.
Good tip. So it can be dessert or breakfast.
Yeah.
Love it. Okay.
And then you have, so in a cup of buttermilk, or for those that make sourdough, when you feed your sourdough, you're going to get rid of some of the old sourdough, and that's called discard. You mix it with water until you get a buttermilk consistency, and you can use it as a substitute.
Will our texture still be the same if we use that as opposed to the buttermilk?
Yep, and you can do it for pancakes, any baked goods.
Oh, okay, good to know.
So now we're going to start alternating. You're going to put 1/3 of that in.
Of this? Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
Or half.
Go overboard, right?
And then we're going to mix it until it completely incorporates.
When do we put this stuff in? Was this
next?
Okay.
So you're just going to alternate between the pumpkin and the dry ingredients.
Gotcha. Does the baking or like the spinning speed change any like of the texture of that? Because sometimes doesn't the speed affect it? I don't know.
I think it depends. You know, if you're dealing with like egg whites and you don't want to over mix certain things. Pancake mix, you want to keep the butter clumps in there so that they melt.
Gotcha. Okay.
Into your.
And then just half of this, since I kind of did my half the first time. I get very overzealous.
You know, I feel like when it comes to alternating, it really matters when you're doing this by hand because it's very hard to work it in. But when you have a stand mixer like this that's doing the work for you, a couple times it's fine.
Gotcha.
I had my 14-year-old little cousin, Nicholas, just told me that he loves to bake. So I'm like, all right, you're going to make my recipe.
I love when you can get the kids involved in this. So once we get all of our stuff in, it's just as simple as putting it in the pan, and then how long does it need to cook?
So it depends. If you're going to do the loaf pan, your traditional loaf pan, this recipe will make 2, and that's about 55 minutes.
Okay.
This pan is 32 to 35.
Oh, so that's a little quicker for us.
Definitely.
And it even looks a little more decorative.
And then you get 4 of these, and I like to, before I serve them, just kind of make them, it really shows like their points and peaks.
Beautiful.
And just kind of brings out the beauty of the pumpkin
All right,
bread.
thank you so much. And you have a new way for people to check out your recipes, right?
Yeah, sign up for my newsletter. You'll get a recipe, you'll get deals on, fine dining restaurants, and you'll get the links to these really beautiful pans.
Perfect. We'll be all set for fall and going into the holidays too. Ciji Castro,
Thank you
for being here. And we'll make sure that this recipe is also available on our website, daytimeonline.tv. And up next, we're getting into the Halloween spirit with a good read. We'll be right back.